deep within the ancient, suffocating canopy of the Indonesian rainforest, where the air is heavy with the scent of damp earth and the metallic tang of decay, a legend whispers. It is a story not told to the faint of heart, but to those who have seen the shadows move when they should be still. The Jenglot, a creature no larger than a human hand, with skin like parched ancient leather and hair that grows even in death. They say it drinks only blood, a tiny vessel of pure malice hidden in the roots of the world. But tonight, the Jenglot is not alone. High above, a spectral white owl circles, its feathers glowing with an unnatural light against the suffocating darkness of the trees. Their union is forbidden, a pact sealed in the void between the living and the dead.
The Jenglot is often seen as a mere fetish, a cursed object for those seeking dark power. But look closer at those needle-like fangs, that frozen expression of eternal agony. It is a soul trapped in a mummified shell, starving and restless. For centuries, these creatures have been kept in glass boxes, fed drops of blood to keep their hunger at bay. But folklore tells of a specific Jenglot, one born from the betrayal of a powerful shaman whose spirit refused to leave this plane. It waits, it listens, and now, for the first time in generations, it has found a companion that matches its dark frequency. The white owl, the burung hantu putih, is not just a bird of prey, it is a psychopomp, a guide for lost souls, and its presence here signals a breach in the veil.
In the local villages, the elders pull their children inside when they hear the hoot of the white owl echoing through the valley. It is a sound of mourning, a sound of warning. They say that when the owl perches near the Jenglot's resting place, the earth itself begins to sour, crops wither overnight, and the water in the wells turns bitter as gall. This is the forbidden relationship. It is not one of love, but of a magnetic, spiritual resonance that draws two harbingers of death together. The owl provides the eyes, soaring high to find the weak and the vulnerable, while the Jenglot provides the thirst. Together, they form a cycle of consumption that defies the natural order, creating a vacuum of energy that drains the life from the surrounding land. Why do the spirits of the air and the spirits of the earth converge now? The stars are aligned in a pattern not seen for 1,000 years. The moon hangs low and bloated, a sickly pale orb that seems to watch the unfolding horror. History tells of the last time a white owl was seen guarding a Jenglot. It preceded the great volcanic eruption that buried a kingdom in ash. To the mystics, this is a pertanda malapetaka, a sign of impending catastrophe. It is the universe's way of screaming that the balance has been tipped. The Jenglot's hair is said to grow faster now, tangling like vines, reaching out to grasp the very air, while the owl's feathers fall to the ground, burning like cold fire where they touch the soil.
There is a ritual whispered in the forbidden texts that explains this union. It is called the binding of the two voids. It suggests that the Jenglot is not just a monster, but a key, and the white owl, it is the lock. For generations, we believed the owl followed the Jenglot because it was attracted to its darkness, but the truth is far more sinister. The owl is a guardian of the gate, a celestial warden sent to keep the Jenglot's ancient spirit from expanding. When they are seen together, it means the warden is failing. The owl is no longer hunting for the Jenglot, it is struggling to keep it contained. Every hoot is a scream of a sentry losing its grip on a prisoner that has grown too strong to be held. As the night deepens, the atmosphere becomes electric.
animals have long since fled the area, leaving a silence so profound it rings in the ears. This is the silence before the storm. The jenglot begins to twitch, its mummified limbs jerking with a sudden violent life. Its eyes, once dull and glassy, now burn with a fierce, intelligent hunger. The white owl descends from the heights, its talons grazing the jenglot's head. This is the moment of the Malapataka. The catastrophe is not an external event, not a flood or a fire, but the release of the entity that the jenglot truly represents. We thought it was a small demon, but it is merely the fingertip of something much larger, something that has been trying to crawl back into our world for eons.
Consider the portents we have ignored, the strange lights in the sky, the mass disappearance of cattle, the feeling of being watched by 1,000 eyes in the dark. The relationship between the jenglot and the owl is the final seal. As the owl lets out one last bone-chilling shriek, its white feathers turn black as ink. The purity of the warden has been corrupted. The catastrophe is here, and it is a catastrophe of the soul. The jenglot is no longer a small, withered thing. It has begun to feed on the light of the owl, growing, expanding, shedding its leathery skin to reveal something that the human mind was never meant to perceive. The darkness is no longer at the door. It has invited itself in.
The plot twist of this ancient tragedy is that we, the observers, have always been the catalyst. By seeking out the jenglot, by documenting it, by feeding it with our fear and our curiosity, we have weakened the white owl's resolve. The forbidden relationship was maintained by our ignorance, but now our knowledge has become the bridge. The catastrophe is not the end of the world, but the beginning of a new one where the shadows have no masters and the night has no end. The jenglot and the owl are now one entity, a hybrid of earth and sky, of hunger and sight. They are the heralds of the new void, and they are looking directly at you.
Now, as you look into the darkness outside your own window, ask yourself, was that the wind, or was it a hoot? Is that a shadow on the floor, or is something small and withered crawling toward your bed? The signs are all around us, written in the behavior of birds and the silence of the woods. The jenglot is no longer in its box. The white owl is no longer on its branch. They have found what they were looking for. The catastrophe is not a distant event in a jungle. It is a presence in your home. The forbidden bond has been sealed, and the debt must be paid in blood. Sleep with the lights on, for the darkness is hungry, and it has finally found its way out of the trees.
The legends were right to warn us, but they were wrong about the ending. There is no ritual to stop this. There is no shaman powerful enough to bind them again. We are witnesses to the birth of a new terror, a union that should have remained a secret of the deep forest. As the white owl fades into the blackness and the jenglot's whispers fill the air, remember that some things are forbidden for a reason. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the mysteries that haunt our world. Stay vigilant, stay safe, and whatever you do, never follow the hoot of a white owl into the dark. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.